Hey guys, Wood with Blue Collar. Hey, listen, we usually talk about recruiting, open positions, and things like that. Wanted to kind of share a couple of war stories from the front lines where we focus on retention. And I found through the years, done some training, worked in the trades, coaching with management, that a lot of times the best way to get started with that is to really focus on what not to do. How do you chase people away? And so couple of stories, one today, one sometime in the near future. When I first started working in the trades, I was working for a company that did HVAC and plumbing on a residential scale, mostly service work, some installs as well. And I happened to be in a location that supported the corporate IT people. And I remember having been there about a month, got the IT director who was there in that market call me and say, hey, I need to do a write-up on one of my people. She's not performing well, need to make sure that we do this the right way. And hey, I'm HR. I always want to help. I always want to get it right. I always want to do it in a way that gives that employee an opportunity to improve. And so I'm like, sure, come on down, let's talk. We'll talk about what you can do, what you can say, what you can't say, and do it that way. And so, gentleman, let's just call him Abe, comes down, and Abe sits with me. He's all about doing this. And I noticed when Abe showed up, he showed up in a very distinctive polo shirt. Had a little pistol embroidered on it. I don't think there was the name of a club or a shooting club or anything like that. It was just a pistol. So we go through the write-up, helping him write it, helping him prepare it, making sure he uses the magic language, failure to improve, may result in future disciplinary action or termination, those types of things. But I remember we get to the end of it, and he's like, hey, look, I really appreciate your help. I want to make sure that we build a good working relationship. It sounds like I'm going to be able to come to you if I've got needs. And I'm like, sure, Abe, that's what I'm here for. I want to help. I also want to do right by the employee, and so I really would like to see this assistant step up and do right by the company, save her position. And so he gets ready to leave. And I said, wait, Abe, let me ask you a question. What's up with that pistol on your polo shirt? And he's like, looked at me a little shocked, and he's like, well, some of the guys and I are in a skeet shooting club. And I'm sit there for a minute and think, Abe, as far as I recall, skeet shooting is something you do with a rifle, isn't it? And he looked shocked again. I said, don't you think that might be something that would cause some of your people to be a little intimidated? And he said, well, I never really thought about it that way. When you do or say things that are going to drive your people away or make them fear you, you're probably not doing the right thing by your people. And if you're that type of unapproachable, that's not going to help. Now, maybe I'm judging too quick, but I know the rest of the story. Abe was with the company for about another 6 or 9 months, and he made the mistake of having a very frank conversation with a couple of subordinates in front of the wrong person. That person reported that incident, reported that conversation, and Abe ended up separated from the company. The assistant, she was fine. She actually was doing a pretty good job, and she worked for the company for another 4 or 5 years. When you have those opportunities, first of all, it is important. If you've got a disciplinary situation, you do it the right way. But secondly, take a look at not just the way you dress or what you do that way. Hey, look, there's always going to be the silly little goofy stuff. You're wearing a Bears, logo on your thing because you're a Chicago fan, and you're working in Indiana. You know what? Those kind of things are goofy. That works. But here's the other side to it. If you're putting something out there that indicates to your people that you might be a little bit more of a snap victim, to use a comment that a friend of mine used to use to describe someone who could be an angry person or could be dangerous, you're probably not going to be in a position to help retain that person when they have better opportunities come along. Just a thought. It's a Friday afternoon. I decided I'd do this sitting down here in Galveston, Texas, and kind of reflecting back on some things. Got another story or two for you, but we'll save those for another time. Hope you have a great weekend. Look forward to talking to you again.